Hi, this is Eric Guzzi from Body Mechanics Limited with another short video for therapists who are keen to look at the matrix beyond the surface. Welcome to another video in our posture analysis series where we will have a look at which landmarks you'll have to pay attention to when observing the client from the side. This is the first crude introduction to the analysis of the lateral aspect and mainly deals with how the landmarks are positioned in relation to the plumb line. It is getting to know the basics, kind of like how clutch, brakes and accelerator in your car work. Once you know what you're looking at, you can then move on to the next level where we will deal with the intricacies. This will be where the real information gathering is happening. In our advanced videos, you will also get tips on client positioning, hand positioning, use of gadgets, evaluation of your findings, and formulation of a preliminary treatment plan. So check out the links on our more advanced videos or visit us at bodymechanics.co. All you need is a grid like the posture analysis grids that helps you establish horizontal and vertical lines and a plumb line. In addition to that, it's of advantage if you have sufficient room so you can step back and have a look at the whole scene all at once. And off we go. We first have to position our client. Have the client stand side onto the posture analysis grid, and best practice is to place the client so that the plumb line is just anterior to the lateral malleolus. This position will help with consistent charting later on. Make sure you do the same on both sides so you don't get distorted reading. Let the client wiggle around a bit and close their eyes and then ask them to relax into a comfortable position. Make sure that they don't move their feet. The first landmark we'll be checking is the external auditory meatus or EAM, and that should be on the plumb line. Next stop is the acromion process of the scapula. The middle of the acromion process should be on the plumb line. For more tips on accuracy, check out our advanced videos. Check that ASIS and PSIS are on the same horizontal plane. This is something that requires a bit of practice as you have to palpate for them, and you also have to make allowances for deviations according to male and female skeletons. Again, check out our advanced videos. Now getting on to the femur, we locate the greater trochanter, and that should be on the plumb line as well. Moving south, we check for the head of the fibula, and that should be on the plumb line as well. And back we are at the lateral malleolus, and this is where we've reached the end of our quick lateral observation. The lateral malleolus should be perfectly aligned as you just put your client into this position a couple of minutes ago, and it's quite unlikely that they shifted in the meantime. And now turn the client round and do the same steps on the other side. Here's a quick summary of what we've learned. So we're looking mainly at landmarks that are or should be on the plumb line, starting with the external auditory meatus. Middle of acromion process, we check for the ASIS PSIS relationships and check the greater trochanter. the head of the fibula or the middle of the knee respectively, and the lateral malleolus, and we ensure that we position the client, we said at the beginning, that the plumb line is anterior to the lateral malleolus. As I mentioned before in our advanced videos, you'll also get tips on client positioning, on hand positioning, how to best place your hands onto your client to find the right landmarks. They will help you with charting as to how you record your findings and how you can write things down systematically so it makes sense to yourself and fellow practitioners. We also give you a bit of an overlook as to what gadgets you can use, like postural analysis we've mentioned already, use of a goniometer to establish the relationship between ASAS and PSAS, for example, how you use stickers and much more. And we will help you evaluate your findings. That's the most important part of all, because what are you going to do now with all the information you have gathered? And we also help you in the formulation of a preliminary treatment plan. You should have enough information after this assessment to get started with treatment, and we will provide you with tips as to which muscles, muscle groups or joints will be a good starting point for your treatment. So, as always, thanks for watching and keep assessing.